going on, Yugiverse? JemStarGazer here. And finally, we have reached round 1 in the Next Great Yugituber competition. And I, in this video, will be discussing artifacts. So, let's dig these fuckers up. I played them on DevPro just to test them out and to see what the hype was about. Fucking beast. Like, are you kidding me, Konami? Is this archetype awesome? Yes. Does it have longevity? No, I don't. No, I see this more so as a fad and a trend, like with a lot of archetypes that we've seen before. When something's on top, people will ride it and until the wheels fall off. Now, in my personal opinion, I wish they would have pushed the steampunk aspect a bit further when it came to the silhouette of the person holding the weapon. Just not feeling the neon leotard look. And I know people are going to say, well, you know, that's the spirit of the weapon and it's not focused on that person but the weapon itself. And yeah, I get that, I do. But in order to see more Metal Gears and antique robots, monocles, rust, maybe this broad, a raving ninja. Monsters are light level 5 fairy type, which bring out amazing rank 5 Xyz. People are saying to further this archetype, there needs to be level 4 artifacts made in the future, but I really don't think so because that would make it totally broken. And if you need level 4s, that's why people tend to mix in trap tricks, hands, aka hats. You don't need any level 4s. Like, how much can someone give you? There are no live monsters. Everything's set in a spell and trap zone and treated as a spell card. And then you have to wait for your opponent's turn to let them do their thing. And big emphasis on your opponent's turn. That could be a pretty cool thing because if your opponent thinks that they're going to blow up the field, it's going to be a shitstorm for them because not only will they activate your artifacts in the back row, those artifacts are going to go into the graveyard, then pop back onto the field in the monster zone, and then they have an additional effect. Bageltech destroys 2 set cards that you control. Archtype destroys a face-up card that your opponent controls. Catechist lets you draw 1 card for each artifact monster summon. Come on. And then it lets you easily summon Xy monsters. But that's if your opponent allows you to do that. If your opponent pulls out a royal prism where you are not allowed to special summon from the graveyard, you're screwed. Or anything that's going to lock your spell and trap zone, you're a sitting duck. Not to mention if the build is slow on spells. Because the only thing that you want in your back row are artifacts. So if that happens, you're open for direct attacks, period. And I'm only talking about artifacts, pure artifacts, nothing mixed, no mixed decks, nothing, just artifacts. But you know, the archetype is still in its infant stage. It was just released, so maybe artifacts has more in store in the future. But for right now, I see them only as a one-trick pony. People will catch on quick on how artifacts is played, whether or not it's mixed with anything, and they will side accordingly. I'm excited to see where it's going to go, and I want to definitely keep an eye out open to see how it stands up to future archetypes. One and done. Make sure you click that like button. That is very important to this competition, and hopefully I will see you in round 2.